Hey y'all, it's Coach in the Fight. We got a rare guest today. We got my wife Stacy here today.
Shalom.
She's always so busy doing stuff. Well, I wanted to show her our new look of our system. This is the first time we're doing a class with our new look. We're going blackout. What do you think?
Okay. I like it from its initial.
The novelty of it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
All right. Well, you can see some of our stuff on this page, and let's see. This is the way it's going, the way it looks now. All right. Now some of the buttons are hidden, like some of this other stuff, so we'll be making mistakes. I did one video, but it had so many mistakes in it, I really couldn't do anything about it. And let's see. Let's check to see if we got any notifications. All right, we got one here. It says Trump P-tape Aliba immediately debunked. What is it?
Trump P tape alibi immediately debunked.
His alibi. Oh, his alibi was debunked. You gonna look
Immediately
at that
debunked. Okay, sure.
We ain't looking at no Trump P-tape.
Trump's P? Is it talking about PP?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I haven't looked at it.
Trump's P tape?
P, that's the way you spell P. Ain't that the way you spell P?
I think so, but
It ain't P-E-A.
that's ridiculous.
You know, you ain't talking about them P's you be looking at every day.
Right, but I don't know. No, I don't want to look at that. No.
All right, let's look at this one right here. It says, Coach in the Fight, who are you to judge if I'm missing it? That is all given to Jesus Christ. You don't know me. Then this is what I want to look at. Let's look at this. We're gonna save Trump P tape for another day. All right, let's see if we can get in here without making some noise. All right, so this is what it was. We had gone in and watched this video here. It's called The Bride. The 144,000 and the church, the numbers are in. And we listened to some of it. It's actually up there playing now. We just can't hear it. Let me pause it because, you know, it starts me off where I am. And I'm listening to it. It's just taking me a while to get through it. But the person says, I seriously can't wait. I can't take it here no longer. What do you think? What's she talking about?
Talking about living here on this earth.
Yeah.
I seriously can't wait. I can't take it here any longer.
Now his video was about the rapture and the 144,000 being raptured. I know you haven't seen it or anything. And then so I come and I give a comment. Hold on, let's see what. There's 5 replies. There's my reply. You are actually missing it. Just saying. She said she can't wait. I said, you missing it.
And another person, which is not the one that actually said the initial comments. I agree with this dude, but I am guilty also. If we were looking for an easy way out, then we are totally missing it. It is about loving the whole of the Messiah, which is his grace and law. Who wants a spouse that only loves half of them? Well, why should the Messiah be any different? He wants a bride that loves to hold him.
Now, me and this guy, we're on the same page because what he's saying is that you only looking at the New Testament stuff. You're not looking at the Old Testament stuff. Now, why would he want a bride that only loves half of me? See, this guy right here, this JP Soar, he understands some stuff. You know, he understands. You can tell by his language, he has a lot more to say in these words, in these sentences than words he's putting on there. You have to read between the lines. But he's saying you ain't even got the Old Testament, right? That's what he's saying. You ain't got the Old Testament. And then I come back and say, then there is the Third Testament. Heard of it? Have you heard of the Third Testament? You still promoting the Old Testament, which, you know, I've been promoting the Old Testament for 20 years. I'm with you, brother. Keep doing it. You know, I give him all his propers. You know what I'm saying? Pray for you in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you heard the third one yet? That's pretty nice, bro.
Okay, and then
They ignored it. Go ahead.
Kel Razor says, Coach in the Fight, who are you to judge if I'm missing it? that is given to Jesus Christ. You don't know me.
Anything.
I don't understand why he said that.
That's the original guy. That's the one
I know that's the original guy, but did you tell?
Yeah,
you tell him that
I told him
he
that
was
you missing it. Yeah, I told him you missing it. You see me talking about you can't wait. Oh, I can't wait.
Okay. He's talking about his body leaving this earth.
Yeah, he's talking about
yeah. Okay. Now I understand.
And he's talking about so he's talking about, you exactly right. He's talking about his body. And I'm gonna let you read mine. I've been reading mine. I'm gonna let you read this one.
You say, I do not know you. I know a lot of our Father's word, however. I do not know you. You for sure. But I know some statistics that say only 4% of professing Christians claim to have read the entire Bible. Therefore, at best, there is a 4% chance you are even trying to know what is going on by reading His Word. Even if that is you, a serious Bible reader, chances are you have not read the extra canonical books, Enoch, Jasher, Jubilee. Then the chances are slim to none that you have ever even heard of the Third Testament, much less have read and understood it. So statistically speaking, you are probably unaware of Yah's divine plan in the third era. Now, if you had not said anything, I could only judge right. But your own words confirms it. Your lack of spiritual understanding has you waiting for a material manifestation of our Father's work. Do you remember he said he was coming in spirit and truth? Look inside your heart, let your conscience be your guide, love your neighbor, and buckle your seatbelt. You ain't going nowhere. In fact, you may be there already. Spirit and truth, Third Testament. I think that says it all.
It all back.
Yep. I think that says it all.
That on that.
That was a good reply.
Well, you praise the Father for the reply.
Right.
But, okay, so, and then we give a link here to, what is the link here? We'll close it out. We'll close it out with a little, whatever this link is. There's another one of me down there. Oh, that was what he was talking about. That's the original thing. So we'll just jump here. His video, and we could call this the answer to this guy's video here and keep going, but I wanted to keep it short. The bride, matter of fact, the bride, 144,000 and the church numbers are in. This was my response here. It's been a while since I gave this comment. A day ago? Yeah, I've slept since then. It says 144,000 are members of all 7 churches at any given time. See, what he was talking about was these guys are dead and they're living in some spiritual church. It says they move from one to the other, just like we all do. At one point backslidden, at another point persecuted, trying to become favored without being too lax. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? That makes sense?
Read it again.
You read it.
The 144,000 are members of all the 7 churches at any given time. They move from one to the other, just like we all do. At one point, backslidden. At another point, persecuted, trying to become favored without being too lax. Do you know what I am talking about?
Do you know what I'm talking about? That don't make sense?
It makes sense, but I don't really understand.
That's because you don't really remember the class on the 7 churches. Remember the 7 churches?
Right.
You got Ephesus, which is the backslidden church. You have, Sardis, and you have, Thyatira and Laodicea. You have all those different churches. Well, all those different churches have different meanings, right? Mm-hmm. And so, what it was saying was, these are people just like us. The 144,000, they're people just like us. And we all move in and out of these different churches as we move through our Christian walk. It's a progression, but you can also go backwards too. For instance, you start off and you're kind of like you're persecuted. When you grab a hold of the Lord's word, whether it's the New Testament, whether you grab something in the Old Testament, a whole thing or whatever, you start presenting truth to people, and you're going to get rejection because people don't really want to hear the truth in the Passean age. So
Yeah. Okay.
And so the churches, what we do is, as we, walk, as we go along this spiritual walk, sometimes we're persecuted, and then that can lead to us being backslidden as we, reject, the church rejected us, so we ended up rejecting them, and we go sit down, and we become backslidden because we put away our first love, that first work that the Lord told us to do. We done threw the baby out with the bathwater, as, we haven't fallen out with the churches. And then, you become favored. That's the Philadelphian church. So what it's saying here is that these are people who are moving in and out of these different churches as we walk. And so as you walk, as these guys, these 144,000 that he's talking about, at one point they're backslidden. Mm-hmm. At one point, they are, they didn't fail away, and they've gone through the trials, and that's where their hurt comes from, when they put away their first love and all their blessings go away, and then they find themselves crying, oh, ain't nothing working right, I don't know what's going on. It's because you backslid. And then at another point, persecuted. So when they start trying to rebuild and get back to where they was at, then, they first thing you want to do is run down into that church, and you're going to get slapped. Every time you go in there, you're going to get slapped. And then it's going to feel like persecution. It ain't nothing that they're doing per se. It's just, you feeling that the difference between truth and, error. And, you find yourself alone, and it feels like everybody's against you. And frankly, it really is like that, because we love the error, And so these guys are, at one point backslidden, at another point persecuted, trying to become favored. We're all working to become, the favorite church. But as we become the favorite church, it involves being, love and long suffering and patience and all of this stuff for our loved ones around us. So what, you end up being lax. You end up letting them get away with all kinds of stuff, and then, so you try not to be too lax.
Right.
So yeah. And so, do you know what I'm talking about? And that was the thing, just to see, are you following me, man? Do you even understand what these 7 churches are?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of giving them a way out, before, this is just the first sentence. I was about to let him have it, start speaking in Revelations talk, But you really sometimes don't know who you're talking to.
I do understand what you're saying about the different quality, different characteristics of the church, and as trying to do them, you become persecuted, and then you fall into the lax state. I can't understand that, but I probably do need to do a refresher. That being said, shalom.
Shalom. Hermes Academy. Power, patience, continence, and faith. We teach virtue.